All right, the time right now is 9:15. Checking in with meteorologist Kyle Roberts. And Kyle, I can't be the only person that feels this way. I feel like it's January, it's winter time. Is it going to feel like that at all, or are we skipping winter?
Not anytime soon. You know, I literally was just thinking this in my head. So far, this winter's kind of played out like we expect for a very typical La Nina winter, which, remember, a La Nina winter for us means overall the winter is warmer and drier than normal, kind of like the stretch of weather that we have going on right now. Doesn't mean it can't get cold at times. Doesn't mean that it can't be wintry at times. The last two winters have been La Nina winters as well. Obviously got cold a little bit times last winter.
Around February.
And then a couple winters ago, we saw that really strong blast of cold air. But if you really think back, the whole rest of that winter was very mild, except for those just 2 weeks of just, horribleness that we had. So will it get cold again? I absolutely think so. But it may only be, for a week at a time or so, kind of like we've seen at times so far. This winter we had kind of a cold snap back there in November. Obviously we had the one around Christmas. Things have gotten warm and dry again, and it'll get cold again at some point. We still have all the rest of January and into February, and obviously a little bit into March there. Of course, March technically meteorological spring, but it can get a little chilly at times during the early part of March. So we'll see. But in the meantime, we are stuck in this warmer and drier pattern. 48 right now in Weatherford at the moment. Fort Worth also at 48 degrees. Just kind of some mid to high level clouds moving overhead. Same thing in Cedar Hill. 56 degrees. Look at some of these clouds in Cedar Hill. See kind of the wispiness below some of those kind of little puffy clouds? That's probably a little light rain, maybe trying to fall out of those clouds, but it's evaporating before it hits the ground. And when I show you the radar, I'm going to show you that as well, where the radar is kind of picking up on something falling from the sky, but the air behind this cold front very dry, and so any of that rain evaporating before it hits the ground. It's not raining in Cedar Hill right now, but there might be a little, those clouds might be precipitating just a little bit. Out ahead of the front, still quite warm, muggy, temperatures in the low to mid 60s, but behind the front, it's definitely on the cooler side, low 50s to 40s, kind of depending on where you are. There's what I was talking about. You see out toward Abilene to Breckenridge, even up toward, kind of the Bonham area as well. The radar trying to pick up on something falling from the sky, but I don't think that's reaching the ground. Where the only chance that maybe a shower or storm or a little rain actually reaching the ground is out ahead of that front across our southeastern areas, but even in those locations, rain chance is pretty low today. As that disturbance continues to move overhead, there's the radar trying to pick up a little rain, but by 10 o'clock tonight, the air will be very dry, and any of that will definitely evaporate before it hits the ground. Skies clear out overnight tonight. We'll start off the morning tomorrow with mostly sunny skies, and tomorrow we'll probably have a little more sunshine than what we have today. Partly to mostly sunny today, maybe mostly cloudy at times. Overall, we'll call it a partly sunny day. Cooler than yesterday, drier than yesterday in terms of the humidity, but still above normal with highs 60 to 65 across most of North Texas. We'll go about 63, 64 from Dallas to Fort Worth. Tomorrow morning will be chilly, definitely colder than this morning. Mixture of 30s and 40s depending on where you are, but most places will be above freezing. Could have a freezing temperature too across western and northern North Texas. Tomorrow afternoon, upper 50s to around 60 degrees, kind of depending on where you are. So a little cooler than today, but still above normal for this time of the year. And that'll be the trend on that 10-day forecast. Every single one of those afternoons is above normal for this time of the year because it is typically the coldest time of the year. Coldest time of the winter right now in North Texas, but not so much over the next 10 days. There might be a little rain around Wednesday night into Thursday, but chances are rather low. And then after that, the next chance for rain looks like it would be on MLK Day that following Monday.